Hey, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls. Welcome. Lizzie the Lightworker here. We're doing a reading for Taurus today. This is dealing with a narcissist or a toxic type person. It could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sister, your mother, your best friend, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle. It could really be anybody that you are in question of this connection, some traits about this person maybe to help you better understand what's going on, maybe some ways to deal or cope. And we'll pull in other cards and questions as we go, okay? But really, I want to get to the core of this. I like to do these types of readings. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I don't claim to be. I just read a lot about narcissism. I study a lot about narcissism. I've had connections in my own life, family and friends, and relationship-wise. That doesn't mean I know everything or claim to know everything. I'm here to help. Really, that's it. So if you don't like this video, it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay, you can go elsewhere, but I'm welcoming those who want healing and understanding and clarity. That's who this is meant for. Okay, so let's get into this. And I want to talk about sort of the way this person connects with you, or some of their energy, or ways that they act or treat you, or just in general about a vibe from this person. This person, I feel, is suffering from some type of a mental illness. I don't know what type of a mental illness. I feel like it could be a little bit of a chemical imbalance. I feel like it could be a little bit of, we're getting jumpers and I'm taking those, but we're going to talk about this card first. We're getting, with this card, I feel confusion, delusions, disillusioned. I feel like they are very shifty in their moods and behavior. I also feel like they have something tying them down or holding them back. I also feel like they are a bit paranoid in their life. And I feel like they're paranoid when it comes to people specifically, thinking that they're crazy or telling them that they need help. They just wouldn't accept that right now, okay? I feel like they'll make a lot of excuses. I also feel like you might make excuses for this person too. You might be afraid to face them fully because they're so unstable and so shifty. I feel like you're really afraid. I feel like you're trying to minimize it or rationalize it or figure it out yourself too. Each cup here represents a different thing, a different feeling, a different emotion, and very confused. Some are very full, some are empty. So there's a lot of full thoughts and empty thoughts. There's a lot of rational thoughts and a lot of crazy thoughts. And it could be that they're putting you in this position as well, making you, kind of like strapping you in for the ride to go right along with them. So there is the real answer, okay? I feel like you have to shift through all this crap around and all this deception and minimizing. And I feel like a lot of that is clouding your thought process, and it's definitely clouding their thought process, but it's part of their illness, okay? There's nothing you can do to change this about this person. They've suffered this many years. I'm getting like 7-8 years or longer. I feel like this stems from a long life of disappointments and things that didn't go their way, things that they built up in their head that were going to be better or helpful or wonderful, and then they weren't. So they've got some resentments as well. I also feel like they're a little bit selfish. They want what they want when they want it. I feel like sometimes they feel very empty. Sometimes they feel very glorified and hyper and happy. And okay, so there's a lot going on here. I feel like I said, there's a way to cut through all this BS and get to the clear moment. This is the clear moment. It's not revealed yet what needs to be done, okay? So if this is like parents, family member, it's obviously a lot harder. If this is boyfriend, girlfriend situation, husband, wife, ex-lover, ex anything, this is some of the ways that they were behaving or treating you. They certainly act this way with other people. Other people notice this behavior and they don't look at it very fondly, okay? So other things that's going on with them, they're not open to things, okay? They're not open to change. They're not open to listening to you or your suggestions. They are in an energy where They just really don't want to be bothered. They want to be and live in their own life, in their own fantasy world. And they have fulfilled themselves with things that are really not important. They place emphasis on things that are really kind of like meaningless things that are not really core life value things. They stay lost in these things and in these moments so they can sort of dull down some of the insane ways they act or talk or treat you or speak, or get mad about things that are not really things to get mad about. I feel like they feel very entitled to have what they want. They know very specifically in the moment what they want from somebody. And when they're not getting that exact reaction or that exact way they want you to talk or be towards them, they become very cold. They become very silent treatment. They might explode and get crazy, but then they'll do the silent thing and they'll just be to themselves, and contemplate why everybody else around them isn't giving them what they need. I mean, there's clearly things here that they have that are they're being given what they need. They just don't know how to accept it or care to accept it or want to accept it. I feel like people around this person love this person, but this person has isolated people. They've isolated you as well. And I do feel like you yourself may not be open to hearing about this person or knowing about this person this way. You may minimize the damage that they do to you. You might be in an energy where you feel like if you just ignore it, it'll go away, or it's too big of a problem for you to deal with on your own. You're not open to advice from other people. Other people might be trying to tell you how to deal with this person or this situation, and you're just not open to it. You feel like it's going to maybe magically go away on its own, or if you don't add to it, you're better off. But I feel like this person pulls you into their drama quite a bit. And they are definitely suffering some type of depression or sadness or reflectiveness of the past that they can't get over. Okay, again, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't claim to be, or a psychologist or anything like that. But there is such a thing as spiritual counseling, and I do this. And I do work with spirit doctors that help me understand some illnesses and instances in these cards sometimes. To me, this is saying self-neglect, a little bit of depression, sadness, regrets from the past, isolation. I feel like this person is also doing this to you. Right now, this person is mirroring all of their crap onto you, and you're actually picking up on it. Okay, I don't know if you're a little bit more empathic or sensitive to energies or people or sadnesses or depressions, but this person is mirroring, and not just to you, it's other people in their life. I also feel like they can't save themselves. They can't save you. They can't save anybody. I feel like they just are so self-absorbed into their own, what is so awful that they went through, what is so terrible that they went through. They're really dwelling. They would not even recognize if somebody was drowning. I feel like they are almost like in this state where they are just, it's all about my sickness, my sadness, my feelings, my depression. I feel like they get hurt very easily, hurt and offended very, very easily. And I feel like they rope other people into this. Like they try to make other people believe, that they have every reason in the world to be validated. Okay, there's something about validation to this person that's super important. If they say the sky is red, they want you to believe it. And if you go against them, they are going to just turn their back on you. They might make you feel like crap about yourself or spew horrible emotional vomit your way. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of verbal vomit, I call it, like when somebody just vomits all these horrible things all over you. So those three cards. Now let's get another card to see sort of maybe something that you're having trouble understanding about this person in this connection, because I feel like you're very stuck too as the person here. Okay, so what is something that you're having trouble understanding about this person in this energy, in this way that they are? Okay. All right. So we've got, I feel like you don't want to leave them behind. I feel like you're afraid that if you go, something more horrible will happen. Or you won't be around to clean up the mess. Again, I'm getting that you clean up messes after this person, I feel like. I feel like you're meant to sort of gain different understanding about this person through leaving. In a way, I feel like you're meant to leave them, and when you do, you're going to be able to gather your own emotions and clear up your own emotions about the situation and the connection, and you're going to gain new clarity. But I feel like it'll never happen unless you really go. You're supposed to do a little bit of soul searching over this connection. And gain new wisdom and clarity. So I also feel like this person, I don't know if they're a little bit of a recluse, or they stay in a lot, or maybe because of the quarantine or the pandemic, they're staying in more than they were. I feel like they go out sometimes or when they need to, but I feel like they're more or less in a very reclusive state. I feel like some of the things they say to you or bring to you are not truthful, or there's some lying or some deception going on. I just feel like they have a very black and white thinking. And I do feel like they think more negatively than they do positively, and that negatively affects you. Encountering them, dealing with them, talking with them. But in a weird way, I feel like this person like lights your life too, because I feel like all your life you may have also been a little bit dependent on this person. So this connection could be longer than a friendship or a relationship. It could be family connected, or you could feel like this person was family to you. But either way, I feel like there might be a little bit of codependency going on here. And I feel like you're supposed to find the answers for yourself without any reliance on this person at all, because I feel like they've provided somewhat enough for you in life. But I feel like a lot of the time they were self-focused. They needed to do what they had to do. They needed to worry about things that were going on that felt like they were beyond this person's control. I just feel like they also hold on to negative a lot. They hold on to the negative in the past a lot. Okay. I also feel like, again, I'm going to bring up the fact that there's a sense of family here with this connection, but I also feel like this person has issues with money, saving money, having money for the future. I feel like they also make you think that you can't do it. I feel like you feel like you're trapped by this person, and they either discourage you or make you think that you can't do it on your own or be on your own, or you've been disillusioned to feel this way. I feel like something with money with them, like, I don't know, some kind of a weird fraud thing is going to come out, or they didn't pay dues somewhere or taxes, or they didn't save enough money to pay a bill off, or there's something with debts and debts being carried over to family members. I don't know if that resonates. If it does, fine. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's open to everybody that finds it. So yeah, I also feel like this person doesn't want to be single. I feel like they don't want to be single. They feel like they can't be single. They can't make it on their own. I feel like they need their partner or a partner to help them with money or saving money, or there's somebody primarily holding the dollars here and they can't do it on their own, or they'll never make it on their own. So they're also needy. They're also in a very needy energy. And I feel like they're making you feel very guilty. And we're getting conflicts. Okay, conflicts around the home, conflicts possibly around the workplace. All right, so I don't know if this person is still working or they work. If so, I feel like there's conflicts around their workplace, or there's going to be conflicts around their workplace. I feel like if not, they left their job on bad terms, and I feel like this may be affecting you yourself, the viewer here, at your job. I also feel like there's not enough money. There's going to be more issues or trouble with money, okay? And it's going to create more problems, more fighting, and more abrasive type attitudes and blame. I feel like all the people around this person, they just don't get along with this person. There's no getting along with this person unless you conform to what they want. And that is a bit abusive. So, I mean, I'm not putting judgments here, but I'm just saying, if you look at this card, this person will resort almost to violent type speaking, talking, lashing out, thrashing out if you don't agree or see it their way. It's sort of like a very unsettled, unstable environment where there's a lot of chaos at any given moment. And I do feel like people have to fight around this person to defend their position. I do get that a lot. Okay. So let's get some affirmations for you to help you sort of deal with this situation, this person. You know, if you decide you're going to get away from this person, or if you decide to go no contact, or if you already are no contact and you're finding this video and it's reflective of some of the ways that someone was treating you and you were always wondering about it or curious or needed some sort of closure. All right. So I create what I choose naturally and with joy. So I feel like you're supposed to create a more sanctuary type environment for yourself away from this person. I feel like you're supposed to make boundaries with this person and very clear on what you want and expect from them. And if they cannot do that for you, they don't have enough respect to do that for you, you might need to think about really seriously putting serious boundaries or even possibly getting away from this person. I mean, if this is like your mom or dad, I realize this is very difficult, but it doesn't matter who it is. It matters the way you're being treated and the way you're being made to feel when you're in this person's company or in this person's presence. I feel like there's transformative energy here for you. So it's no mistake that this person has been put into your life. It may be karmic, and there can exist karmic relationships between father and daughter, mother and daughter, son and mother, son and father, brother and sister. So that could be a little bit of this. And you're supposed to learn strength, perseverance, how to be on your own, how to take care of yourself without this person's influence. I feel like this person may have brainwashed you a little bit even, or is very, very overbearing on you, almost like a mother or father that wants to control what you do because they don't feel the control in their life. So they want to control what you do. And we're getting, I trust whatever the universe brings me. So know that, you know, there will be an answer for you. A final answer sort of dealing with this person. This reading is just meant to help open you up to some understanding, but the universe is going to send you some, you know, ways to deal with this person via thoughts or something you see on TV or you hear on the radio or something a friend says to you. I mean, you're getting, it will come, okay? But you're not meant to stay sort of in the whirlwind of this because it feels like it's going like this all the time. It's up, it's down, it's over here, it's left, it's right. And I just feel like better days are coming for you when dealing with this person, whether that means, you know, you make a decision about something that you have to do with them, you know, or you find a better way to cope, or you seek out some, you know, counseling of some type to just for support, just to get like a supportive, you know, range on this all. Okay. So look, and we're also getting, oopsie, I love and care for myself first, the 10 of Wands. So this is a big stress on you dealing with this person, okay? I feel like you may be the kind of person that puts everybody before you and yourself last. And this person knows that you do this, and they actually take a little bit advantage of it. And it's only because they need to have what's good for them, and they need to have like this feeling that everybody loves, honors, respects, and cares for them. But I feel like they're using your good energy. You're not being left with any good energy for yourself in the end. So this is supposed to teach you to start taking better care of yourself, and not just your health. It means all of your needs. So you're supposed to learn to take better care of yourself. So let's see if there's any healing here that needs to come out or be for you. Let's see what we're getting here. I mean, dealing with this. Okay, look, we're getting procrastination. So it could be that you just don't know how to go about this. It could be that you walk on eggshells around this person. It could be that you feel like maybe making no decision is okay. It's better maybe to not choose than to choose at all. There could be something with some fears, something that might be holding you back, a guilt thing, or something that you're just afraid to move forward or put energy into something else because you've been being so drained by this person. Yeah, we're getting inner child. So there could be some inner child wounds that need to be cleared up. Now, when I say like counseling, seek out counseling, sometimes there is an inner child wound for a reason why we allow something to continue in our life. So if you can sit there and honestly say there's nothing in your life that has continued cycles, then you don't need inner child work. But if you can sit there and think there's a few things that you know that have interfered in your growth or relationships you stayed in that were no good, if you can find the reasons why, you're already a step ahead, okay? So now let's get something to surrender that will help you cope or a new direction to go in regarding this connection with this person. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right, be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationship. So it could be that this person has pushed you around a lot and that you are not going to give in anymore. You felt like, oh, I'm not going to give in. Like when I'm right, I'm right. Spirit wants you to know that arguing with this person does absolutely nothing because they're always going to be right. You're always going to be wrong. And the argument will just intensify the more you insist that you're right or want validation for your feelings. They're not going to validate you. They feel like they're right all the time. They don't care. They are not blinded by any truth, what other than they think in their gut is correct or right. And it's programmed. It's not even correct information. It's not even a right way to feel or be. But Spirit just wants you to know that you're wasting your breath. You're getting your blood pressure up. It's doing absolutely nothing to make this person see your point. They're not going to see your point. They only care about their point. And that's a little bit of that narcissistic energy, okay? So, this narcissism could come from childhood. It could come from they had a narcissistic parent or connection that they were in. And we've got surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you tell yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So Spirit wants you to know you have to focus, get more clarity and focus on what you can make happen for yourself. And don't allow this person to continue to discourage you or say things to you that make you more fearful of choices you want to make because they feel like they need you. And they just feel like they need anybody who's going to be there for them. I hope that this was helpful, guys. Let me know, and I send you love and light and healing, and I hope that you find peace and healing in this reading. And I'm sending you love and light and truth and compassion for yourselves. Love and light, guys. Thank you so much for watching.